Hello, everyone. My name is KJ, and I'm the host of Great Talking Entertainment Official Channel. And today's video is my non-spoiler review for the new series on Hulu / Disney Plus, Murdough Death in the Family. If you have not seen this show and you see it trending, you see people talk about it, and you're not sure if it's a show that's going to be worth watching at home and while you're just chilling, well, let me be the one to convince you to check it out. Now, this is just a non-spoiler review, so I won't spoil the main story or certain things that happened on this show out of the 8 episodes, so don't worry about that. But if you've seen it because you checked it out based off of my non-spoiler review, let me know in the comments below and let me know what you think about Murdough Death in the Family. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the Murdough Death in the Family is based on true events about the Murdough family. This is a crime series that will have you locked in on the edge of your seats, and the main plot of this will leave it up to your imagination on the situation that is based on the true events on this event about Alex Murdough, or some call him Alec Murdough. And this is like just a true crime, but there's true things about this thing. But they also, you need to know that there's some stuff there's in each episode that are not true. Some are it's just very fictional, and they do a really good job of making it clear what's like true, what's like true facts. Like, this is true, this actually happened. And then they make it clear like this is just fictional, this is just for entertaining purpose. And again, even me, I'm just reviewing based off the show, not the actual crime or the events of other crimes that take place within this. So I'm just basing it on this show. And but again, it's the main plot has twists and turns. It has a lot of moments that will shock you, that you wouldn't believe or imagine a person would ever do. And it's definitely a show about a family and one man who has a lot of ego, and when his ego gets hurt, you see desperations, and you see what, bad decisions make happen and the consequences. And it's very like addicting to watch, and you'll definitely enjoy it. So let me talk about the things that I don't like about it. There's only two things. Number one, I didn't like how sometimes the main plot went into different directions, and sometimes they would confuse because of the fact that, and throughout 8 episodes, they always put time stamps, and the date and what year. And sometimes I feel like doing the flashback so many times will confuse the viewers at times, but you won't be like confused of what the whole point is and the main reason of why Alec Murdough was guilty of murder, based on the trial. And you won't get confused about that. But there are certain things in certain episodes I just felt like, okay, what does this have to do with this? Like, but again, and they're trying to explain like this may or may not had led up to motivate a person to do certain things or have, make these desperate um choices in life. So, but at times I get why they were trying to do it, and I see how they're trying to say like, you know, like father like son message. They're trying to show like, well, each generation has made the same choice, and that generation learned from this generation and all that. And I get why they're trying to do that, because they're trying to set the tone. They're trying to make you understand about that whole family. And then the second thing is that I did not like about it is I wish they went into more details on some of the more true events, the true facts that they put in this show to give people more. understanding and a more deeper meaning to it. And but I get it because you gotta put the fictional stuff to make it entertaining. So I understand they had to sacrifice a little bit more detail on that part. But that's my only two things I did not like about it. Now, let me talk about the things that I did like about it. Number one, I just like the cast members, like Jason Clark. He did a really amazing job portraying Alec Murdough, or some call him Alex Murdough. But he did a really good job portraying that guy, that character, this person. And at times, it made it feel like you're really watching the actual person. You're seeing him in action. You're seeing the way he reacted things. You're seeing the struggles that he dealt with. You're seeing a man's ego build up and then get destroyed and crushed and hurt. And the second thing I like about this thing is the small details. Because if you rewatch this series again, you could just see the small details that you would see that was leading up to certain things that happen in this show, with as far as like a scheme or a scam that Alec Murdoch was creating. And you see him just start planting things around just to get things ready, as they like to say in the show. He was lining the ducks up, getting everything set in place, and he was really smart. This guy really showed like how much he's a good talker, and he had the charm. And again, Jason Clark, the actor who portrayed this man, did a really excellent job bringing that part out too. And that's just small details on a character that you're trying to be, you know. And then the third thing that I like about it is I just like how at times they shine a good light, a positive light, and they show like certain characters that wanted to change, wanted to be better, starting to feel guilty to want to be a better person. And I just like how sometimes it just turns dark and that negative aura kicked in, and then they go back to their old ways. I really like seeing that, not just in the Murdoch family, but other characters or that were associated with that family. You see a lot of that too. So that's what I really liked about this show. Now, if I had to give this series a 1 out of 10, I'm definitely giving it a 7. Really good. I think just because of the fact that, one, there's only 8 episodes, and two, this is still kind of going on. Like, there's still some appeals trying to happen from Alec Murdoch's side with his lawyers. And they always made it clear, like, they don't have all the facts, but they only have what the true facts and the true evidence to prove that certain things that were shown in this show actually legit did happen in real life. So I can't really take it to a higher level of a score, but a 7 is the highest I can give it. But again, I think it's worth watching if you're into that stuff, and it definitely is just a unique show, and I think you guys will like it for what it is. And it's definitely a show of art imitating life at times, so definitely worth checking out, guys. But that is my non-spoiler review. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Subscribe, hit that notification button so you guys get a day with all my latest content. Thank you guys, and peace